What did you want to talk about freely?
How dangerous AI could be. I realized that these things will one day get smarter than us, and we've never had to deal with that. And if you want to know what life's like when you're not the apex intelligence, ask a chicken.
In the news this week is an interview with the Godfather of artificial intelligence who shared mind-blowing revelations about AI and how it could lead to the end of the human race. Geoffrey Hinton is one of the most brilliant minds of our time. He's a pioneer, a visionary, and the man known as the Godfather of artificial intelligence. For decades, he worked behind the scenes, building the systems that now power tools like ChatGPT, Google Translate, and advanced robotics. But today, he's speaking out, and what he's saying could change everything. In a deeply personal interview on The Diary of a CEO, hosted by Bartlett, Geoffrey Hinton reveals a chilling truth. There's a 20% chance, he says, that AI could lead to human extinction. 20%. That's not from a conspiracy theorist or a sci-fi author. That's coming from the man who helped create modern AI as we know it. So why is he so concerned? Let's start with what he's seen. Hinton helped pioneer neural networks, the technology that allows AI to learn like a human brain. His work laid the foundation for the explosive growth we're seeing today in generative AI, autonomous machines, and large language models. In 2018, he received the Turing Award, the highest honor in computing. But in 2023, he resigned from Google, not to retire, not to cash in, but to sound the alarm. If I hadn't done it, he says, someone else would have. That's the weight he carries. In the interview, Hinton outlined 6 immediate threats AI poses to humanity, each one serious on its own. Together, they're terrifying. First, mass unemployment. AI is advancing so rapidly that millions of jobs, white-collar and blue-collar, could vanish within a few years. Unlike past technological revolutions, the speed of this one might leave societies completely unprepared. Second, cyber warfare. AI tools are already being used to hack systems, steal identities, and carry out complex attacks. The next wave of cybercrime won't come from humans, but from intelligent code. Third, bioweapons. With enough data, AI could help bad actors design viruses or chemical weapons without needing a lab. This risk alone, he says, is enough to justify major restrictions. Fourth, democracy under threat. From deepfakes to AI-generated misinformation, election interference is no longer science fiction. It's happening, and it's getting harder to detect. Fifth, autonomous weapons. Imagine machines that can select and eliminate targets without human oversight. They already exist in prototype form. What happens when they fall into the wrong hands? And finally, the loss of control. Hinton warns that AI systems are learning to code and teach themselves faster than humans can keep up. Once we cross a certain threshold, we may no longer be able to understand or stop what we've created. He's especially worried that these dangers will combine. A world where AI causes economic collapse, disrupts elections, creates new diseases, and powers autonomous killing machines isn't just possible, it's plausible. And while some governments are working on regulations, especially in Europe, Hinton fears we're already falling behind. We're in a race to the bottom, he says. Each country wants to be first with powerful AI, but without global cooperation, we all lose. Still, despite all the fear, Geoffrey Hinton isn't without hope. He believes AI still has the potential to help the world if we act fast. AI could accelerate medical discoveries, bring education to the poorest corners of the globe, and help tackle climate change. But it must be handled responsibly, with strong ethical boundaries and global agreements. So what should we do? Hinton's advice is simple but urgent. Slow down, educate yourself, hold tech companies accountable, and push governments to regulate this technology before it's too late. Geoffrey Hinton helped build the world's most powerful technology. Now, he's trying to save us from it. The full conversation is available on the Diary of a CEO YouTube channel, hosted by Bartlett. If you care about your future, about the future of your children and your society, it's a conversation worth hearing. Because this isn't just about machines. It's about what it means to be human, in a world where intelligence is no longer uniquely ours. So the question now is simple. Are we prepared, or are we too late? Subscribe to get more trending news updates explained.